And thank you for joining us this evening for the launch of a Terrier-Improved variant, our Terrier-Improved Malemute suborbital sounding rocket from here at Wallops. Launch window opens at 9:15, closes at midnight. And tonight we are launching the VLF trans-Ionospheric Propagation Experiment Rocket, or also called VIPER. It is designed to study radio waves that escape through the Earth's ionosphere, impacting the environment surrounding GPS and geosynchronous satellites, such as those for weather monitoring and communications. Countdown to today has gone very smoothly. We are currently facing no issues. The weather has cooperated. We were looking at the possibility of thunderstorms in the area, possibly pushing us back to the end of the window. However, those.
This PM, go ahead.
Yes, sir. As an update to the conversation we had, V100 is currently operational.
Copy. Thank you.
And the thunderstorm stayed north of us, up near the Salisbury and Maryland-Delaware line. So right now everything is looking very good. So we're expecting to pick up the count here in about 15 minutes, and at that point you'll be hearing them start the terminal count and the poll for launch readiness. Tonight's rocket is the Terrier-Improved Malemute, much smaller than the Black Brant 12 that we launched just 12 or 10 days ago. And so the visibility of this rocket is not like the last one. Mainly it's looking at just on the coast along Carolina, Virginia, and southern New Jersey. And looking at the clouds, it looks like anywhere north of Wallops is not going to get a very good view tonight. Hopefully some folks to the south of us will be able to see it. Just a reminder that if you're watching the launch and or the video and you're hoping to go out and catch the launch, that you usually have about a 20 to 30 second delay from actual events on the video and what's actually happening here at Wallops. Again, we'll be flying the Terrier-Improved Malemute. It's a about 40-foot tall rocket. Payload weighs about 620 pounds. The first stage Terrier, again, this is an all-solid fuel vehicle. Terrier burns out at 5.2 seconds after launch. At that time, it would be 1 mile altitude, flying at 1,261 miles an hour. The second stage Improved Malemute then ignites at 20 seconds after initial liftoff, burns out at 31.7 seconds, and then the altitude is at 11 miles, traveling at 1,170 miles an hour. Peak velocity for this vehicle occurs at D-spin when the rocket, when we want to spin up the rockets to help the control of the vehicle. And so when we D-spin that rocket, the rocket is at about 3,574 miles an hour. Apogee tonight is expected about 94 miles altitude. At that point, we'll be going 2,073 miles, and the payload is expected to splash down about 457 seconds after launch. At that point, it will land in the Atlantic Ocean 204 miles downrange.
All stations, this is ROA on Channel 1. This is 46.028 Terrier-Improved Malemute launching from Pad 2 ARC launcher. Please stand by for station checks to proceed with the terminal count. All stations should announce status as green or red. RC.
RC, green.
M&O.
M&O is green.
LO.
LO is green.
Programmer.
Programmer, green.
LC.
LC, green.
LPM.
LPM, green.
PLC.
PLC is green.
PTM.
PTM is green.
ACS.
ACS is green.
SCO.
SCO is green.
Dartmouth.
Dartmouth is green.
Berkeley.
Berkeley, green.
Goddard.
Goddard, green.
PI.
PI, green.
MM.
MM, green.
SRPO. SRPO green. PM.
PM is green.
RSO.
RSO is green.
TD.
TD is green.
Check 164.
All stations are responsible for reviewing the go-no-go criteria listed in the MOD. Only stations annotated with an asterisk in previous step are permitted call a hold. All the sites report red. Check item 165.
RSO, Sarway.
Go for RSO.
Provide initial wind-weighted settings.
Copy. Wind weighting settings. Azimuth is 85.8. Elevation 70.2.
Azimuth 85.8. Elevation 70.2.
Good read.
Check 166. LC, this is ROA.
This is LC.
Set ARC launcher to initial settings. Azimuth 85.8. Elevation 70.2.
In work.
And during the count, we have been flying balloons. That gives us the wind speed and direction of the upper level winds, which is important for us. Launching a sounding rocket is very similar to flying an arrow. We're looking at a target, and so it's an unguided vehicle, and so we need to adjust the launch angles based on the winds in order to hit that target in the sky that we're going for.
ROA, this is LC. Launcher settings are azimuth 85.8, elevation 70.2.
Good readback. Check 167.
And we're 1 minute away from the beginning of the terminal count. Launch window tonight is 9:15 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time.
T-minus 10 minutes and count.
M&O, start recorders.
In work. PM M&O recorders are started.
Copy, check 169.
PLC, check step 170.
ACS, check 171.
M&O, can you set ground station levels and confirm? Record signal strength and deviation for all links, and verify nominal levels.
In work.
And payload systems are on external power. During the final terminal count, you're going through steps. There are 207 steps that we go through for tonight's launch from the count today. And it's about a 4-hour.
M&O, ground levels are confirmed, and signal strength is being recorded and confirmed nominal.
Copy, check 172 and 173. Can you interrogate transponder and verify good 5 code?
In work.
PTM, check item 174.
And coming up on T-minus 7 minutes, target launch time today will be at the beginning of the window at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time.
M&O TD, how are we looking on the 5 code?
TD M&O is still in work. One of the radars is continuing to work on it.
Copy.
PTM, check 176.
ACS, check 177 and 178.
Experiment team, this is MM. Calling to verify receipt of good data. Dartmouth.
Dartmouth, good data.
Berkeley.
Berkeley, good data.
Goddard.
Goddard, good data.
Copy, check 179.
TM M&O, we have good lock on transponder.
Copy, check 175.
T-minus 5 minutes.
PLC check 180.
PTM GPS lock acquired. Check 181.
PLC check 182.
PTM check 183.
RSOs, ROA.
Go ahead, ROA.
Provide final wind-weighted settings.
Wind weighting settings are azimuth 85.5, elevation 70.1.
Azimuth 85.5, elevation 70.1.
Good read.
Check 184. LC, this is ROA.
This is LC.
Set ARC launcher to final settings, azimuth 85.5, elevation 70.1.
Launcher settings are azimuth 85.5, elevation 70.1.
Good readback. Check 185.
PIMM.
PI, go ahead.
Can you confirm good signal from NAA?
I confirm good signal from NAA and continuing good geomagnetic weather. We are go.
Copy that. MM check 186.
There you have it. The principal investigator reports that he is ready for launch. In about 10 seconds, we'll be switching to internal power on the payload.
PLC check 188.
ACS check 189.
M&O, can you verify no change to signal strength and deviation for all links on internal power and verify nominal levels?
In work.
Also, can you verify good transponder signal on internal?
PM, this is M&O. No change to confirm nominal on signal strength and good lock on the transponder.
Copy. Check 190 and 191.
PTM check 192.
PLC check 193 and 194.
T-minus 2 minutes.
Actual launcher settings are azimuth 85.5, elevation 70.1.
Roger, copy. 9 meters.
In about
ACS check 197.
20
PTM
seconds.
good GPS lock. Check 198. PTM check 199.
PLC check 200.
In about 10 seconds, we'll have the poll for readiness to proceed with launch.
T-minus 1 minute.
All stations, this is MM, pulling for readiness to proceed to launch. PLC,
PLC go.
PTM,
Go.
ACS,
Go.
Dartmouth, Berkeley,
Go.
Goddard, Dartmouth, PI,
PI, go.
Dartmouth,
Prepare
go.
your arms.
copy. SRPO,
SRPO, go.
copy. MM, go. ROA is MM. Payload
Goddard,
status, go.
Check 203.
ACS check 205.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 9 meters tracking. Radars are tracking.
Plus 10.
Radars 2, 5, and 18 tracking. Radar 3 has the booster.
Plus 20.
Radar 3 is tracking the booster.
Second stage ignition. Plus 30. Plus 40. Plus 50. One minute.
D-spin.
D-spin. CDI SEP. Nose cone squib, boom squib.
We have payload separation.
Good rate damping.
Radar 3 is tracking booster to splash, and they are now on the payload. 2, 3, 5, 18 are tracking the payload.
ACS aligning to download target with clear valve actuation.
Copy that. Good news.
Stable on target. Payload crossed 150 kilometers down. 120 kilometers. Hundred kilometers. $80 kilometers. Some small disturbance seen crossing 70, 65. Re-entry.
TDRSO, LPM on channel 1. Are we clear to check the pad for gross hazards?
RSO.
Yeah, LC, this is RSO on channel 1. Yes, we gave that clear to the pad on channel 10 earlier. You're clear to proceed.
Copy that.
LOS 9 meter.
All radars have LOS. All radars have LOS.
And that completes tonight's mission of the Viper with the flight of the Terrier-Improved Malemute. The launch time tonight was 9:15 p.m., right on time at the beginning of the window. LOS has lost the signal, so that tells us that the payload, as planned, has impacted into the Atlantic Ocean. Next launch from Wallops is a currently scheduled for June 15th. That will be a Northrop Grumman Minotaur 1 rocket for the United States Space Force, carrying a national security payload for the National Reconnaissance Office. The rocket will launch from Mid-Atlantic Regional Spaceport Pad 0B at Wallops. The next sounding rocket launch from Wallops will be a Terrier-Improved Orion the morning of June 24th, carrying the Rock-On educational payload. So thanks for joining us this evening for tonight's launch, and please join us again on June 15th for the Minotaur launch.